Forward to that, but first, unfortunately, terrible stories, some breaking news that happened overnight while we were sleeping. It's a house fire that broke out just a few hours ago on Iron Mountain Road, and it has claimed 2 lives.
Let's check in live right now with our Trevor Thompson, who got out the door immediately once this came into the newsroom. And so, Trevor, this has been developing as we speak. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Tom and Kim. Yeah, when we first left this morning, we heard it was 1 person missing, 1 person found dead inside the home. That's since changed. Now 2 dead bodies were found inside the home. Fortunately, though, 2 people were able to make it out. We're told those are the people who live here permanently. They were hosting an elderly couple, though, inside this house that you see behind me. The couple that lives in the home, apparently when they made it out, they thought the other couple was behind them. They weren't, and then they started screaming. They're still inside. They're still inside. You can see in the garage there that black Escalade just covered in debris. That definitely made it a little bit tougher to find the 2 other people who were staying inside. I want to bring in with Las Vegas Fire Tim Szymanski really quickly, and we see the debris in the garage there, but inside the home I'm sure it's just littered.
Yeah, everything is caved in. When we pulled up on scene, it was already starting to cave in. Firefighters couldn't go inside. We had the 2 people that were outside, but there was just no way we could go inside that house. It takes a long time to find those victims because they become part of the debris. They look like everything else. After we got a knockdown on the fire, which took about 90 minutes, we were able to find one of the victims, but it took us about 4 hours to find the second victim, just because of all the debris that was in the house.
And when fire first arrived on the scene, it was a pretty hectic scene. You've got people screaming, saying they're still inside, still inside. Just talk about that.
Well, they came out, the neighbors came out and helped them out, and they says that they thought the people was behind them. This whole area was inundated with thick smoke. It was like a fog. It was very difficult to see. Once they got there, the chief says that the flames were already coming up through the roof, and then a few minutes later, it was already caving in, so he wouldn't allow any of the firefighters to go inside. It was just too intense.
And no cause identified just yet, but probably not foul play at this point?
No, we don't know. We have to talk to the people, and we're over at the hospital right now. The thing that sticks out is how did this fire get so far along so quickly without people knowing about it. And sometimes when you have a fire outside or up in the attic area, you may not know it inside the house. It seems that they were startled about the fire. They had to get out quickly because of the burns that they had on them. But we're concerned about why did that fire burn so long as it did.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tim. And the 2 people who were able to make it out, they were taken to the hospital with smoke inhalation and burns. Kim and Tom, just to recap, 2 people found dead inside the home behind me, 2 people able to make it out alive. Send it back to you.
What an awful way for us to start our Friday, and our hearts just broken for that whole family involved. Trevor, thank you for your live reporting.